This is 5-year-old Zaya.
So I think it's just his personality's creative and it's unique.
Like any parent, Caitlin Moser loves her son dearly. That's why she's so angry at what she says has happened twice now as he was coming home from an after-school program. The first time was in October.
And the bus driver had let him off 6 blocks away from home.
And 25 minutes too early. That first time, scary.
So there was no adult there to meet him. So my son got off the bus and a stranger had picked my son up and put him in his vehicle to help him find his home.
Then she says last Friday, a first student bus dropped Zaya off again in the same unfamiliar place without an adult that he knew. It took an hour to find him. A neighbor had taken him in.
That was the scariest hour I've ever had in my entire life. And
she says the bus driver should have dropped her son off in another designated location where an adult he knew would have been present to meet him.
That they have to be released to a familiar adult if they're in kindergarten, which my
The Portland Public School District contracts with First Student. A spokesperson for PPS says it is the district's responsibility to make sure kids get home safe. They say Zaya was on a general transportation bus, which would not have required a parent be there to meet the child.
There was some sort of mix-up somewhere along the way, and
the district now trying to get to the bottom of what happened.
Right. If this student was discharged from a bus and there was nobody to meet that student and there was supposed to be before the student was let off the bus, that's a problem.
A problem Moser says her son is still dealing with.
On him, it's heartbreaking.
She says he's having nightmares about strangers and doesn't like taking the bus anymore. He's even in counseling.
What has to happen before they do something?
Moser says at the very least, she wants more training for bus drivers so that it doesn't happen again to her son or anyone else's child. We've reached out to First Student, but have not heard back. Back to you, Laurel.
You can certainly understand why she's upset. Thank you, Christine.